Hello, PJ Moloney, CEO and founder of P4ML, a precision medicine company specialising in rare disease management in infants.
So I'm here with Patrick from P4ML here at the Unite Dubai event. Patrick, what brought you to this event? What are you here for? What do you want to get out of this event?
I think the Unite event is something that I've been following over the last 3 years. Our business was brought into Dubai through the Dubai Future Accelerators back in September 2018, and we've been working really closely with the Dubai Health Authority. So I'm now 3 years in the region.
Yeah.
I'm aware of the healthcare landscape, but also the investor landscape as well. And this evening we have the opening ceremony of Expo 2020 after a huge pandemic. The world is finally getting together again. And I think we're going to see a lot of global investors look at the GCC as a really disruptive and innovative market. And that's why we're here tonight. We've, as a company, we've done our MOU with the Dubai Health Authority.
Okay.
During COVID, the most challenging time as an Irish business, we came over here and we ran our pilot study with Dubai and Latifa Hospital. And we've now signed a contract with the Dubai Health Authority. So for us to execute against plan and to grow, we need the support of investors, hence being at this wonderful Unite event tonight.
Just dial it back for me a little bit. Just give me the helicopter. I bump into you into the elevator. Tell me about P4ML.
Well, really the mantra of P4ML is to look at our future generations. There's one certainty in life: we'll always have new babies and new humans coming into this world. And back in Ireland, and I'm an Irish person, we had a challenge with the whole Brexit. We're sending clinical data outside the EU would be an issue. So the clinicians approached me to set up a specialised genetics and MultiOMICS, which is advanced precision medicine testing, to look at the sickest of babies, to exactly pinpoint that rare disease during birth, and then to understand the right drug patterns that would give that baby the best outcome. That is a helicopter view. So. Yeah. What we're doing in the GCC countries is we work only with clinicians. You know, we're not a company that you take a product off the shelf and you sell for X margin. We come in under a framework contract with the hospitals, and we build out all the infrastructure from the laboratory setting to genetic counselling to all the operating procedures. And then ultimately, you know, within 2 days we can generate a result back to a clinician for the sickest of babies in intensive care, which could be a matter of life or death. Because some of these babies are extremely sick over here.
And in this part, I mean, I think I read some stats that the Middle East has got one of the highest propensity for rare disease as well.
Yeah, the Middle East, there's $30 billion there's $30 billion a year being spent on rare disease management. Like 1 in 3 people in the GCC have got a rare disease, and it's a cultural thing, it's a tribal thing, where we see very close marriages, and that results in genetic issues. But kudos to the government, between Abu Dhabi, Dubai, and all the other Emirates. They're addressing this, and they're bringing in companies such as yourselves to, you know, standardise new testing models that will protect future generations.
So I've got 2 final questions for you. One, tell me where you are at P4ML in your kind of growth cycle. So where are you at now? Where do you want to get to next?
Okay, so P4ML is a business, I am the CEO and founder of P4ML, and where I see the business going over the next 5 years is that a majority of major hospitals will be deploying our technology. We have engagement with the UAE, both private and public. We're heavily engaged with the new NEOM project up in Saudi Arabia, which is the $500 billion new city. And we've engagement with Oman. So where we see the business going, and bear in mind, our board and our scientific advisory team are the best in the world. One of the things I noticed when I came into this region was it's all about healthcare reimbursement. Yeah. We're very fortunate to have the former CEO of Demand Health Insurance on our board. We've the former CEO of Ireland's largest, most specialised hospital on our board. And our chairman from PM Group, they built probably every hospital and pharmaceutical site globally. So there's a team of core people, and then our scientific advisory team are some of the best obstetricianists and gynecologists in the world. So we have a lot of intellectual property that we're bringing out of Ireland. And for us to scale and grow, we have the support of the government. I'm one of the very fortunate companies to be on a golden visa, and they're very hard come by. So that's the trust the Dubai Future Foundation had in our business. They're launching a success story just as Expo starts.
Yep.
And really for us to scale and grow, we need investment, and that's why we're at this event today. We need intelligent money. As I said, this is my third company, so...
I was about to ask about that because I'm a big believer in, I mean, obviously, the story on VCs is often about the whiz kid with the algorithm. Arabian business, we're very keen on writing a story about, actually, it's the more experienced business person coming to the market and going, look, I know my way around this.
Yeah, and look, if you look at my background, I'm a chemist by training. I worked for Teva Pharmaceuticals, one of the biggest generic drug manufacturers in the world. Then I moved into a huge American multinational, specialising in drug discovery and development. And then I moved into Danaher, which were one of the top life sciences companies in the world. So I managed the territory of Western Europe, and I had a big team report into me with some of the top decision makers from Novartis, Eli Lilly. About 10 years ago, I set up my first company, Airchrome, which within 2 years, we won the Outstanding Small Business of the Year with the Small Firms Association in Ireland, Young Leader of the Year in the Lab Awards. I went from me to 10 people in 3 locations, and we dominated the space for clinical toxicology and competing against some of the multinationals. 3 years into that business, I spun out a secondary company called AirBio, and that was specialising in all biopharmaceutical manufacturing, and it would have been very relevant for the COVID.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have stayed at that business. But the key thing is, I grew my companies through organic growth.
Yeah.
P4ML, I've invested 3 years of sweat equity, and I've put in my own money into this business. I've put in $350,000 of my money into this business. When it comes to VCs and investors, and bear in mind I mentor for companies in Ireland, in the UK and here, I'm a great believer of growing organically. However, P4ML is at explosive growth.
Yeah.
And, you know, looking at the Unite event, I see far too many startup companies that don't understand their market, their customers, they don't have the knowledge. A 1-page teaser and a 10-page slide deck really sometimes can fool an investor. For us, we're very selective in who we want to talk to. Like I'm 40 years of age, so I'm not looking to put out a...
You're a spring chicken.
I am, but I'm not looking to put out, you know, to LinkedIn or emails, spam people to death about what we're doing. We're very slow and strategic. And we have 2 investors who will join around. They won't lead it. So for us, we're looking to raise between $5 to $8 million US, and that is just for growth. And the key thing for any investor looking at this, we've done, you know, external audits on our business. We have no creditors on our books right now, so we're at break even. But for us to hit that explosive growth, and you know, we have had 2 acquisition targets to our business before we've started. So I feel the next 3 to 5 years, P4ML will be a name that will be known in the GCC like it already is. But to expedite and scale into GCC countries, we do need the support of investors.
Good luck at the event. And Patrick, genuine pleasure talking to you.
Scott, always a pleasure.